With the generosity of Mother Nature, we were given the responsibility to create a living environment unlike any other, in a place unlike any other. Only once in a lifetime do opportunities like this come around. A chance at a beachside lifestyle like none other. This is 7 Mile Beach, a place that captures everything we love about this country. Our vision was to protect and preserve this extraordinary environment, to create something truly unique and never to be repeated. 5 years of careful planning have resulted in a residential development that sets new benchmarks in Australian coastal architecture and lifestyle quality. 7 Mile Beach, 7 distinct residential precincts comprising 199 luxury homes and 119 opulent apartments.
This is the Forster precinct, and it is really one of my favourite parts of the whole site. It is just beautiful in here. You can see the towering palms, beautiful angophras, paperbark trees. It's truly magnificent. I think what's special is, very much as we're standing here now, the sound of the wind through the trees and through the palms. Most days you can hear the surf rolling in the background. It's a very intimate part of the site. It's very secluded, it's close to the beach, and yet you wouldn't know that the rest of the site, the rest of the development is so close to you. We've designed the houses so the trees float through the homes. We've raised the homes up off the forest floor so they float in the forest, and built large decks off the backs of them so you can just sit there, relax, look out onto all of this.
Now this is an inspiring site. This is probably the greatest site I've ever worked on in 25 years of landscape architecture. And Janie's Headland is seen from all parts of the site, and we're in the protected lieu of the headland over here. So the site is hidden well in behind here, but just off the beach.
In the heart of 7 Mile Beach, meandering for 350 metres through an abundant tropical landscape, is Australia's most spectacular lagoon pool.
We're in the dunes, and the nature of the dunes, as the name suggests, is that it's a very sandy area. So what's special about here is that we have 2 types of housing in here. We have the houses which front the lagoon pool. You can come out of your back gate and find an intimate spot right next door to the neighbouring home where nobody else can actually see you, but you have the benefit of that pool. And the other half of the homes face out onto what we see behind us here, exactly this. So again, this will be your backyard and your view from the rear of the home.
Our award-winning architects have made every residence a haven of comfort, style and beauty. Relax in open-plan layouts with expansive living areas that flow seamlessly indoor and out.
Right behind me we have the very first house that we built on the site here. And whilst it is typical in some ways, in so much as it has many of the materials that we're using in other precincts, each precinct has a very, very different architectural flavour to it. Of the 199 homes on the site, there's about 90 different varieties of homes. There's 50 base designs, and then with variations on those. And even where we reuse certain designs, we will change materials and change colours, so nothing will look the same. But colours are often taken from the trunks of the trees, the paperbarks and the palms and so forth. The houses have been designed very much in consideration of light and heat and ventilation. We have very high ceilings, 2.7 metre high ceilings downstairs, up to 3.5 metres in the upstairs. Lots of natural light coming in, as you can see, through the highlight windows. The houses will be fantastic to live in both summer and winter.
It's almost surreal. Luxurious eco-houses, apartments and penthouses nestled on a peninsula between the Pacific Ocean and the Myall Lakes, surrounded only by National Park.
We're now at the site of the Cove Apartments. It's a very, very different part of the project. As you can see, very much more wide open spaces, very, very wide views. They're situated on the most easterly part of the site, and in fact you can hear the ocean in the background now. You'll just hear that soft sound of the surf breaking in the background. The apartments themselves are very oversized. We've designed them so they're more like homes. They are absolutely luxurious in every aspect. They have fantastic fit out in them. They see the ocean from the top floors. You look onto the national park on two sides, and you look over this magnificent site in the other direction. A system of cycleways and walkways then interconnects that whole area to the rest of the site, which gives you access to either the beach, the national park, the conservation zones, the indoor gyms, the outdoor gyms, or the commercial area, where we have a choice of restaurants, cafes, or if you need to visit the doctor or go to the pharmacy, it's all there.
The site is 70 hectares in size. It's huge. 40 hectares of that has been protected as a conservation zone, and the 30 hectares that has been developed is very much protected vegetation where all the trees have been identified and tagged, and house locations have been inserted into the landscape. Really living amongst the forests and living amongst the palms has been the total aim of the development.
Well, at the end of the day, if you don't maintain the ecological balance, what you see in front of you here now will disappear. I think that's what many kids these days miss out on, is having that intimacy and that relationship to the forest, to the trees, to everything that lives here. And that's very much a part of this development, is bringing that back. At night time, you sit in here and you hear all sorts of things, you know, in the background and sort of, you know, around. And in the mornings, it's absolutely glorious. The bird life in here is just exquisite. You know, it's an absolute orchestra.
Savour living in a community where children can play freely and your friends are your neighbours. Leaving your tropical oasis becomes optional, as within the 7 Mile community is a vibrant retail precinct that includes a choice of gyms, cafes, indulgent day spa, outdoor cinema and much more. Or if you prefer, simply soak up the serene beauty of the landscape and enjoy a meal at home with family and friends. Whatever your wants, the choices are there for you at 7 Mile Beach. When you do wish to venture out, the picturesque town of Forster is just 5 minutes away from home, while popular Bluey's and Boomerang beaches are only 10 minutes away. To live, to love, to enjoy and build treasured memories in a place whose beauty will only increase with each passing year. Now this is living 7 Mile style.